Crime Curious is a true crime podcast that takes an in-depth look into real cases through the lens of a trained investigator and former prosecutor turned judge.
If you are sensitive to expletives, anatomical descriptions, and accurate descriptions of crime scenes, this podcast may not be suitable for you.
Welcome to Crime Curious. I'm Charnell.
I'm Megan.
And I am Rotisserie Jason.
You are Rotisserie Jason today. For everyone on a video episode, you can see that Jason is wearing a graphic shirt that says rotisserie with an actual picture of a rotisserie chicken.
And I can't read it directly because I don't have my bifocals on, but I will tell you that it does say something about not having any shame eating this rotisserie chicken with your bare hands in the parking lot because it's high in protein.
It is.
And that's all true.
It is.
Right.
And also, Jason, where'd you get it? What happened? What's the story behind this T-shirt?
I'm trying to think. I think I got it at Meijer.
Okay.
Okay.
It was like, and I just saw, well, you know me. I saw the clearance sign.
Right.
Yes.
And I
Sure.
just like,
That makes sense.
let's
Draws
look
you
over
in.
here.
You're like a bug to a
He
light.
saw
So, again,
$5 T-shirts and ended up wearing a chicken.
It was $9, and I still think it was a bargain.
Okay. Okay.
But I should get some credit for the shirts I didn't buy that day.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair.
Because there was
We
some-
need to agree.
there was some
We
pretty
have to
bad
agree.
ones.
Order
so-
in the podcast.
You guys, hold on. I'm shaking extra gree.
Okay.
Mercury's in retrograde. We couldn't. There you go.
Sorry.
All right.
We are delayed by like 5 days on recording thanks to storms. Bad storms came through, knocked out power and internet, and boy, has it been a week. So I'm just happy to have all of you here today, even in rotisserie form.
I'm just adjusting while we talk.
There
okay,
you
there
go.
we go.
Just adjust your camera.
I meant the camera. The general audience
Not
on the
her-
show and not
I
everyone.
too
Not
am
her-
adjusting
Not her
Yeah.
off
face, just
camera.
your camera.
You should see his bathing suit trunks, everybody.
I do want to tell the listeners a funny story. So just so you guys know, we have started, follow us on social media because
yeah.
we have started recording a bunch of little mini episodes as kind of like teasers or, you know, to get people to
An
listen
introduction
to the
our case.
Teaser trailer.
Get a teaser trailer. It is trailers. Actually, yes, it's 100%
Did you date
trailers.
Did I what?
Nothing. Keep going, Charnel. Keep going. It was a general audience episode. Keep going.
We won't repeat that. But she, anyway, I really want to tell you what she said. I'll tell you later. Put a pin in that.
They all know.
They do. They heard it. Anyway, what's funny is today we recorded several in advance, okay? And we realized we are going to be all over Instagram and Facebook and TikTok wearing the same clothes. And you guys need to know this is our, we're actually having a pool party when we're done
Yeah.
recording.
Crime Curious
So,
Pool Party Day.
Megan and I are literally in these little strap cover-ups.
With
Ja-
bathing suits, and
with
mine
bathing
has the
suits.
straps on it.
Yes.
I'm pretty much dressed like John Travolta in Pulp Fiction with
He-
like clothes from the
yes.
bargain bin
Yes.
and
Yeah.
my Hawaiian swimsuit and fucking clearance T-shirt.
Yes. And so when you guys see our reels and stuff, we do change clothes. It's just there's going to be about 10 or 11 of them where it looks like Jason just says rotisserie. Okay. You can see it clearly
And
across
Charnel
the
and
shirt.
I look naked.
We do. So I joked that we're Megan and I are rotisserie
Yes.
and Jason is rotisserie. And
Perfect.
that is just how we're going to end up all over social media. So when your friends ask about this, like, oh, you listen to that Crime Curious?
They're
Those
weird.
people.
Yeah, the rotisserie guy.
Yeah,
And then
the rotisserie guy and then the two
and the
chicks that
naked
look like
girls.
they're wearing bras.
Yeah.
Like,
Sorry.
yep.
We're
Whoops.
humans, and we're going to go enjoy the pool today.
We are. And when we are done working today, we are going to enjoy the pool and the sunshine that's finally here in Michigan. And holy cow. Yeah. So that'll be interesting. Make sure you check on our reels, guys. Like them, comment on them.
share them.
Share them, yes. And be like, these are our friends that we listen to every
we're
week.
officially the guy. Give us a like and a share.
Oh,
Hit that like button. Give us a like and a
We
share.
are.
like
We
it.
are. We
Thumbs
still
up.
don't really make money,
Your
but
shirt's
just,
making
you know,
me hungry.
I know. I want some rotisserie.
They're like $7.99. Let's go get one.
Okay.
I know.
It would feed all
I'm
of
gonna
us.
eat it with my bare hands by the pool. You shut your mouth when you talk to me.
Oh my God, we would do that. That sounds amazing. Text Matt right now. He's
We
at the
need
store.
rotisserie
Tell him,
chickens.
grab us a rotisserie chicken, will you, buddy?
He is not going to understand what's happening. Tell the general audience here, by the
okay.
way.
Yeah.
I was kidding, Jason. You don't have to tell Matt I need a rotisserie chicken.
I was gonna.
He
Okay.
was definitely texting him. Sorry, we're 5
doing
minutes in.
We're
This
doing a
is-
redo
Yes, we are doing a redo today.
of a case that I really liked.
Yes, yes.
Not because it's great, but because it was good.
That I covered.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure. And so it's time that we redo it so that Jason can hear all about Dr. Cream. Okay. And I even have a cold open for us because I knew Jason doesn't know what he's about to get himself into here. And so
Cream.
listen to
He's having a hard time.
Uh-huh. I knew
Should've
it.
been a bonus episode.
So you could really
I'm like the
let
dad on the
loose.
commercial. He sees the person with the blue hair. He's like, blue. It's like middle of this episode. I'm like, cream.
Cream. His name is Cream.
He already tried to sing Prince to me once, you guys.
Yes, he did. Okay. And if this is your first episode, we don't usually do this much banter before we get into a case, but today it called for it. So, stick with us. Here we are. Here's the cold open, Jay. Imagine a killer who doesn't need to be in the room. A killer who doesn't stalk alleys or wield knives or wait in the shadows. A killer who can end a life with nothing more than a sip, a pill, a promise, and then walk away. Now imagine that same killer sitting somewhere miles from his victim, calm, composed, maybe even smiling, knowing that right at that moment, someone is withering in agony because of him. That was Thomas Neal Cream, a doctor, a poisoner, a man who wrote blackmail letters before the bodies were even cold, a man who seemed to enjoy two things above all else, watching people suffer and trying to profit from their deaths. Thomas Neal Cream entered the world in Glasgow on May 27th, 1850, long before anyone realized he'd grow into one of the most unsettling figures in medical history. When he was just 4, his family packed up their lives and moved across the Atlantic to Canada, still part of the British Empire at the time. Cream grew up outside Quebec City, eventually attending the now defunct La Chute Academy and later McGill University in Montreal.
I'm sure that's exactly how that was pronounced.
Yeah. That's how Google Translate
And
chick.
me convinced.
My
I
British
love
chick
it.
did it.
I love it.
By 1876, he walked away with the MDCM degree and the shiny new title of doctor. Though doctor would soon become a very complicated word in his story. That same year, Cream was living in Waterloo, Quebec, where he met a young woman named Flora Brooks. He courted her, promised her marriage, and unsurprisingly, got her pregnant a few months later, as one does.
As happens.
Mm-hmm.
One falls pregnant.
Yes, she did. She fell pregnant. That's what they
That's a
said.
terrible way to put it.
But that is what they said in
That's
the
how they would
1800s.
call it.
Mm-hmm. And it's all the woman's fault,
It is.
always.
We're clumsy. It's falling.
Again,
We fall on those things a lot.
Gen Pop.
Right.
Instead of honoring his promise, Cream decided he'd handled the situation himself. He attempted to perform an abortion on Flora, and it went disastrously wrong. She was left severely ill, and Cream did what Cream apparently did best. He tried to run.
Which country this
Can
time?
we ask? I'm curious how you attempted an abortion in 1870.
Well, he's a medical doctor.
Right.
I mean,
I don't know how they did things back then, and I don't want to get graphic on this general population episode.
I mean, I'm assuming a botched attempt at some type of a surgical procedure or some type of combination of different herbs and things that may have been known to cause miscarriages or hemorrhaging.
Okay.
Either way, it wasn't good for Flora. Let's just say that. It had to have been painful one way or the other.
For sure.
He attempted to slip away in Montreal, but Flora's father was not about to let that happen. He tracked Cream down, dragged him back, and forced him to marry Flora. Because, that's what you do when the guy that knocks up your
Yeah.
daughter and then tries to
The
force an
total-
abortion.
Total piece of shit. Be like, you definitely have to marry her now.
You definitely have
Wow.
to because you defiled her.
Right. You sullied her, and now apparently she deserves you.
Yes.
Sullied.
Yes.
Sullied.
That is.
She fell pregnant, then was sullied.
Yes.
She fell on your member,
I am
so
Megan, and I'm
now
from
you're stuck with her.
1840.
Yep. And Cream did. Technically. Okay. The very next day, literally the day after the wedding, he fled to England to continue his medical education.
This is the biggest pussy
Right.
I've ever met.
Terrible.
Like-
That's why his name is Dr. Cream.
Oh, general audience episode. General audience episode.
He never contacted Flora again, you guys.
Nope.
Did all of this
couldn't shoot
horrible
her a-
stuff.
No, but she
DM,
could say
I mean-
she
Nope,
was
he
legal-
couldn't.
She could say she was legally married because she had been
Yeah.
ruined at this
Yeah.
point. And now she can't even move on with her life with anybody else.
No. Poor Flora.
I know.
That was a really bad place for her to fall pregnant.
Yes.
On his dick.
On
Yes.
cream.
Yes. Her family never heard from him again. Not
Lucky
only
them,
did she,
honestly.
but, you know. Now, Flora herself nearly recovered from the ordeal. Okay? Nearly. But then she died of consumption in 1877.
Oh, that's
And just-
tuberculosis.
Poor Flora.
Yes.
Son of a
Thank you.
bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Well,
This is 1877.
I know.
Everyone died
but-
of consumption in
Right.
1877.
Yeah. Or pneumonia.
Yeah, or a, explosive watery diarrhea, which
Yeah.
is what is.
Dysentery.
Amoebic
Yeah.
dysentery
Yep.
on the Oregon Trail.
Meanwhile, Dr. Cream himself, well, he was thriving academically
course
in
he
Great
was.
Britain. Yeah. Because he's a man. That's why.
With letters behind his name.
It's a decent gig if you can get the work.
Sure. It's true. I hear it's true. He trained at St. Thomas Medical School in London, and in 1878, so 1 year after Flora died, he earned additional qualifications as both a physician and, terrifyingly, a surgeon in Edinburgh. A surgeon.
a
If,
surgeon.
do you think he got word that she died?
I don't. I think
like,
he
would he
was.
care?
I don't
No,
think he
he
would have
didn't
cared.
And
care.
could he legally get married again?
They
now?
never heard from him again and didn't know how to find him. So I don't
Oh,
know that they
well.
could even send him like a telegraph or
Right.
something.
Right, just to say,
By the way, that wife you left, she died.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Well, the carrier pigeon didn't make
He's like,
it.
oh,
Yeah,
And if it did, he probably ate it. He didn't care.
that
If
is
they're
true.
doing
He forced an abortion
the
on
chimney
it.
sweep dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With his new credentials, he returned to North America looking for a community that needed a doctor.
A surgeon.
After a short stint, actually, in Des Moines, Iowa, he eventually settled into London, Ontario. And that's where the next chapter of his life and his crimes would begin.
That is not far from us, by the way.
No.
Not far from
That's-
Detroit at
No.
all.
Across the water.
Yep. By 1878, Neil Thomas Cream was setting up a medical practice in Ontario, and it didn't take long for trouble to find him. He was charged under Ontario's Medical Act for practicing without a license. And he did eventually plead guilty because he is a doctor, but he's not licensed in
Yeah,
Ontario.
but it's Canada.
But he's still, you still need to be licensed.
It's free.
Even in
They should be
1878.
happy it was free.
But that didn't stop people from showing up at his office because they did have a shortage of physicians. And Dr. Cream had a way of convincing people that he was exactly the doctor that they needed,
Yeah.
even if he
One
wasn't.
who they
A
can't hold
doctor.
accountable because he's not licensed.
Right. Who needs a piece of paper from the government?
Right.
I am a good doctor. I
To
am a
practice
surgeon.
surgery.
Right.
I have been doing this in many countries.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what he would say.
Yeah.
Do you
The
think
only
he put
reason
the
I'm
botched
not
abortion on his resume?
Probably not.
he definitely, we get into that, sells himself as someone who can get rid of those quote unquote problems.
Yes. Those female problems.
Uh-huh. Yes. When a dumb female falls pregnant by her own accord, he can take care of it.
Your words.
Well, I'm just saying, this was the mentality back then.
She was quoting Cream.
I was quoting Cream. To quote the Cream. By 18, I have, my friend,
He's having a hard time.
I
Don't
can't
know
believe I
why.
did make this a general audience
Why?
episode for you. I know this is going to be a struggle, and I appreciate the way that you're trying not to get us sued and or canceled permanently from life, okay?
Like, I
I appreciate you. Golf
this-
clap.
this is-
It's hard.
this
It's
is-
hard, isn't it? To
Yes.
to
I mean-
sit here and listen to Cream and not be able to say anything. I know how absolute hard this is for you.
I'm breathing heavy.
All right, let's talk about 1879. Behind Cream's office at 204 Dundas Street, a young woman named Catherine Hutchinson Gardner Well, she was found dead in a privy. Jason, do you know what a privy is?
The bathroom?
You got it.
Yes, sir.
Little closet toilet?
Yep.
Yes.
She was pregnant.
I know shit.
Good job.
Yeah, she's in the privy. She's pregnant, and she died. She had been murdered with a handkerchief soaked in chloroform. Catherine had gone to Dr. Cream seeking an abortion, but he refused to help her. Instead, he tried to push her into accusing a local businessman of being the father. So
Oh, he was looking for some new enterprises.
Yes.
Little business enterprise called Blackman.
he's
More
blackmailing.
lucrative than being a
He is
surgeon.
saying, I'll
Probably.
give you this abortion, but you have to claim that this local businessman that he was targeting for whatever reason was the father. Okay? She didn't want to do it because she knows who the father is. Obviously, she doesn't want anybody else knowing who the father is. And so, then he murders her. Now, later, Dr. Cream says that Catherine Gardner had threatened to poison herself when he wouldn't perform the abortion,
Right.
and that she'd written him a letter naming the businessman as being responsible. So what happens, that's the story that he twists. She went into the privy after he turned her down for an abortion, and she chloroformed herself, but she had wrote him a letter saying, this businessman is, well, he's the father.
Oh, so many pieces adding
That's
up. in
about
a
as believable as Cobain's.
I know.
Well, listen.
Oh, wow, you went there.
Yeah, I did. That bitch killed him.
Oh, God.
Catherine
This is a general audience episode, Jason.
Sorry.
Catherine Gardner's family and her roommate immediately called foul on this. First of all, the handwriting wasn't hers. The signature wasn't hers. The letter was dismissed as forgery, and despite the rumors swirling around Dr. Cream, despite the evidence pointing straight at him, authorities never took action. And Catherine Gardner's murder was left, quote unquote, unsolved.
Yeah,
So-
we know they're all solved, unsolved when we're in this time frame, honestly.
Right. I mean, it's not like they had a lot of forensic science.
No,
then, and
no, but
their
they've
police
got
carried sticks, for Christ's sake.
good old boys club.
That too.
Not long after this happened to Catherine, Dr. Cream quietly slipped out of Canada, and he headed for Chicago.
Right.
In Chicago, Dr. Cream set up a shop near the red light district, offering illegal abortions to sex workers.
I mean,
Location.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't take long for bodies to start appearing around him, though. In August 1880, Mary Ann Faulkner, she died after Dr. Cream allegedly operated on her. Because remember, he was also a surgeon, he claimed to be. He avoided prosecution because there actually wasn't enough evidence to pin it on him that it was the botched surgery that caused the death and not just complications
How about
from her
practicing
pregnancy.
without a license?
Define the
Right.
licensing procedure at that point in time and in different countries.
you're just
He
like,
spanned
hey-
continents. He
Well,
started
he's
off
in-
with
he's
his
in the U.S. and he's like, I'm a
degrees.
surgeon. Can
Yeah.
you provide documentation of that, sir?
No.
Quit fucking performing surgeries on people because
We-
they're dying and you're
we-
obviously not good at it.
We just weren't as careful about checking credentials then.
We just
Right.
weren't.
I'm fine.
Then, I'm fine. I'm not certain you are.
This is a man recently who's had surgery and is clearly carrying the trauma from it.
Right. Then in December 1880, another patient, known as Miss Stack, died after receiving treatment from Dr. Cream. Instead of laying low, he decided to blackmail a pharmacist who had actually filled Miss Stack's prescription.
Okay.
Yep. So it was the pharmacist's fault. That's how Miss Stack died.
Oh.
The pharmacist filled the prescription wrong. She took too much of it. It was the pharmacist.
Not a doctor.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
doctors are pharmacists.
I mean,
Pharmacists
he's
are
not.
doctors.
He's
no,
not.
he's
Cream's
not.
not a doctor.
And you would think at this point in time is when the pharmacist is going to be like, okay, let's compare credentials here.
Right. I'm actually licensed in this country,
Right.
sir. You are not.
Although
Blackmailing who?
time frame wise, maybe they weren't yet either. Remember, pharmacists just started off as your local. They would give you the
True.
dose and make
Apocryphy.
you the
Yeah,
tinctures
yeah.
and
An
yeah.
apothecary. Yeah.
Thank you. That word.
Apothecary.
Yeah. I even said it wrong too. Randomly.
I knew
I
what
can't
both
have
of you were
people.
talking
I can't
about.
have people saying it first I have to be the first one to say it.
Yeah.
Or if you say it wrong first, I will say it
wrong
wronger.
also.
Did I say
Wronger.
wrong? What's the word? Apothecary?
Apothecary.
That's what I said.
No, I'm
No,
pretty
you
sure you
didn't.
didn't.
All right, we're not getting into this can of worms of how I can't pronounce certain words. Just keep going.
Oh, by April 1881, a woman named Alice Montgomery died of strychnine poisoning after an abortion in a rooming house barely a block from Dr. Cream's office. The case was ruled a murder but never solved. The timing, the location, the method, everything pointed to Dr. Cream, of course. And then came the case that finally caught up with him. July 14th, 1881, Danielle Stott died of strychnine poisoning. I said Danielle, and it's Daniel.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know why I said Danielle.
Okay.
My brain
Words.
just created it. Yep. It's Daniel Stott. He is a man.
Okay.
He died of strychnine poisoning because at his home in Boone County, Illinois, Cream had supplied him with a supposed remedy for epilepsy.
Oh.
Yes.
Was it leeches?
No, it was strychnine.
Oh. Well, that's
It'll
that's
stop.
one way to get
it'll
rid of
stop
it.
him.
It will make you stop moving.
It will.
It'll stop the shakes.
The seizures will stop when you have been
Yeah.
poisoned with
So
strychnine.
will all of your other organs.
Yep, that's
Technically, he
listen,
didn't lie.
Pick your battles. Do
Right.
you want
You
to
wanna-
stop convulsing, or you want your organs to keep functioning? Because you can't have both
Right.
with him. Stott's death was initially chalked up to natural causes until Dr. Cream wrote to the coroner blaming the pharmacist and
Again?
trying to blackmail him again. And that letter was Dr. Cream's undoing. Cream was arrested along with Julia A., known as Abby Stott, Daniel's wife. She had allegedly become Dr. Cream's mistress.
Oh, that's why he finally killed a man.
Uh-huh.
Because of a woman.
Because of a woman. Imagine that. It all comes back to the vagina.
It
Once
does.
again,
Full
It
circle.
does.
woman's fault.
Yep.
Yes.
This whole episode is based on women making horrible choices.
Yes,
You're
right.
gonna get this is a general audience episode. You're gonna get killed on here.
He's
mean,
kidding. He is kidding.
I
We
am.
know
Of
he's
the
using
time.
sarcasm,
Yes.
but I'm just
I'm
waiting for the
totally kidding.
comment.
If this is your first episode listening to Crime Curious,
Oh, you should go back.
I guess just,
Jason is a
we
feminist.
just
Don't
lost.
worry.
We just
Right.
lost a listener. Let's be real. If this is your first one, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It was
you're
nice meeting you. Bye.
you're probably not moving on to the next
No.
one, are
No.
you?
Don't worry about the rotisserie joke because you're not going to see me again.
But anyway, this Julia Abby Stott, she had obtained the poison from Dr. Cream to kill her husband so that the two could be together. It's a tale as old as time.
Oh, how romantic.
A song as old as rhyme. Julia turned state's evidence to save herself, placing the blame squarely on Cream.
Because love is not enough.
It's
Right.
not.
When you're
No.
about to go down,
Sorry,
you
Cream.
throw him under the bus.
You're not that good in the sack, buddy.
Yeah,
No, she can fall on anybody else's and become pregnant.
right.
Yeah. He was convicted of murder and sentenced to life in Joliet prison. Now, Daniel Stott's friends later erected a tombstone that read, and yes, I used that word ironically.
Just letting it go.
I'm proud of you.
As
Letting it
one
go.
will.
On the tombstone, you guys, it says, Daniel Stott died June 12th, 1881, age 61 years, poisoned by his wife and Dr. Cream.
Ooh,
Fuck.
like
Yeah.
eternal
Just
call out, right?
Yeah. And you'd think that this is where the story ends and that I'm about to tell you a brain bath and then we're going to go bye-bye.
But no.
No. Because after 10 years behind bars, Dr. Cream walked free
Of course
in
he did.
July 1891
Sure.
because men.
right. Like I said, it's not the worst thing you could be.
Governor Joseph W. Pfeiffer had commuted his sentence after Dr. Cream's brother pleaded for leniency and allegedly bribed the authorities because money talks, especially in 1891.
Having a hard time not finishing that sentence.
Well, now
I'm gonna say it.
Do it. Say it.
Because money talks and bullshit walks, and
It
that's
does.
exactly what Dr. Cream did.
That
he
is-
walked.
He did. He did. Here in London, because of course now he's like, bye-bye, United States. I'm done with you.
I've overstayed my welcome.
I have the state of Illinois is done with
I
me.
don't feel like
like
me
I
and the
could
U.S. are a good match.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going back to Canada.
I'm gonna go to. No, he's going. Yeah. Well, let's
I
see.
didn't know you
This
were
is
talking about
England.
Okay,
No, he
so
is
not London,
Which London?
Ontario.
not London, Ontario, in Canada. We are going
Back
to
to-
England.
Across the pond.
Yep. With money inherited from his father, who had died in 1887.
Ooh, was it of strychnine poisoning?
By his brother, because
Like-
he was in prison at this time. But don't you find it
Oh.
funny that his dad died and then his brother suddenly starts speaking for him and pleads for leniency and does all of this, our father's dead and we need him to help care for the family. And he's, I don't know.
Okay.
That's all off the record. It's allegedly. I don't really know for sure, but I find it interesting. So he sails to England. He arrives in Liverpool on October 1st, 1891, 3 years after the Jack the Ripper murders, by the way. So his famous, we'll get to them, but I want you, he has some famous last words that I'm going to tell you, but I want you to remember that nugget of information.
Okay.
October 1st, 1891 is 3 years after the Jack the Ripper murders. He was in Joliet prison in the United States when the Jack the Ripper murders happened. Okay. He took lodging at 103 Lambeth Palace Road in a neighborhood riddled with poverty, petty crime, and sex work. Within weeks, women began dying. On October 13th, 1891, Ellen Nellie Downworth, a 19-year-old sex worker, received 2 letters from Dr. Cream, and she agreed to meet him. He offered her a drink. She became violently ill that night, and she died from strychnine poisoning. During her inquest, Dr. Cream wrote to the coroner under the pseudonym A. O'Brien, detective, offering to name the murderer for a $300,000 reward.
He's nuts.
He's
Like,
so
he's
nuts.
Really, like his head is like a sack of cats.
It is.
He's
It is.
fucking nuts.
He also wrote to W.F.D. Smith, owner of the W.H. Smith bookstalls, accusing him of the murder and demanding money for silence. You
This
know
is
that
a
this guy's like, huh? Like, the fuck is this?
This is a serial killer trying to throw people off of his path during the time frame of Jack the Ripper, when there's all kinds of tragedy happening and things not being solved and speculation, and he is going to try to confuse things as much as possible.
And he thinks that that he's believable because he has the letters DR in front of his name, whether it's, just because he went to medical school. But I mean, realistically, he's never actually practiced legit medicine.
No.
A week later, on October 20th, Dr. Cream met Matilda Clover, a 27-year-old sex worker. He gave her pills and told her to take 4 before bed. She died that night in agony. Her death was assumed to be heart failure from alcohol withdrawal. Dr. Cream, now writing as M. Malone, sent a letter to a prominent physician, William Broadbent, accusing him of involvement and demanding $25,000. Broadbent contacted Scotland Yard, who set a trap for the blackmailer. No one showed.
Because he apparently isn't stupid.
I know.
I mean, he does some stupid things,
he does,
but at the same time, he knew not to respond.
He absolutely is blackmailing. Yes, yes.
He is murdering people and trying to blackmail other professionals.
To profit
some in
off
the
from it.
field. Correct.
So think about this. As a serial killer, we know he's getting satisfaction from killing his victims, right? And especially them being women who he has absolutely no care or regard for.
No respect for, and he's choosing sex workers on purpose,
Yes.
obviously.
Yes. Yep. And so he's getting the satisfaction. He's getting his cojones off by murdering them with horrible, painful poison, but then trying to profit off from it by blackmailing somebody else for that murder.
Yeah.
It's diabolical.
Yeah.
April 2nd, 1892, Cream returned from a vacation in Canada and met Louise Harvey. Her maiden name was Harris. He offered her 2 pills and insisted she swallow them immediately. Harvey was suspicious, and she pretended to take them, but secretly threw them away. 9 days later, on April 11th, Dr. Cream met Alice Marsh, 21, and Emma Shrivel, 18. He spent the night with them. He gave each of them 3 pills and a can of tinned salmon.
I'd eat it.
Yeah,
Listen,
fish is great.
I eat canned meats and fish.
Like, was that to wash it down, or is this like thanks for the good time?
Thanks for the threesome. Here's some pills
Here's
and some meat.
tinned fish.
Some
Maybe
salmon.
it'll give you mercury poisoning.
Yeah. Both died later that night from strychnine poisoning.
Yeah.
All right. So the thing is, his capture, his downfall, comes from his absolute own arrogance, as we have seen time and time again in stories like this. But his blackmail letters drew attention to himself and revealed something damning. The anonymous writer referred to the murder of Matilda Clover, whose death had been officially recorded as natural causes. Only the killer would know that she had been poisoned.
Oh.
So Cream exposed
forgot.
himself. Mm-hmm.
Or he didn't know that there was an
didn't know.
accidental for the
Matilda
COD.
Remember, Matilda Clover was the sex worker that they chalked it up to natural causes from alcohol withdrawal.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. And so then he makes another mistake. He met a visiting New York City policeman and gave him a tour of where the victims had lived. The American police officer mentioned it to a British officer who found Dr. Cream's detailed knowledge very suspicious because he was aware of what had and had not been released to the public. So Scotland Yard puts Cream under surveillance. They learned about his history in the United States and Canada, including his conviction for poisoning that poor man in 1881 to be with his wife.
Serial killers have to brag.
Yes.
For the most part, most prolific serial killers need some attention. They don't want to be caught.
No.
But they want the attention.
They need, and what they think is a demandment of respect and fear. Like, you will fear me. You should be scared of me. Like, they like that power.
Well, and again, clearly Cream wasn't interested in actually collecting a bounty blackmail. All of his blackmail letters were to throw people off and to create new suspects. Mm-hmm. I don't think he ever actually cared whether he got any money. And proof of that is the setup through Scotland Yard when he didn't show
for the money
to get any money.
Yes.
Don't really care about it.
I just
like
threw this pharmacist under the bus.
Right. It was to create suspects and probably just to
if they
get off on another power move of scaring the shit out of somebody.
And people would talk about it.
Right.
Create more fear, create more panic.
And if they did pay, well, then that's all the benefit for him,
sure.
right? On June 3rd, 1892, Dr. Cream was arrested for the murder of Matilda Clover, the sex worker who they originally thought was had died from the alcohol withdrawal. On July 13th, he was formally charged with the murders of Miss Clover, Ms. Donworth, Ms. March, and Miss Shrivel. The attempted murder of Harvey, because remember, she didn't take the pills, and extortion. His poisoning kit was taken into evidence and is now in a crime museum in England. Dr. Cream insisted that he was Dr. Thomas Neal, not Thomas Neal Cream. Newspapers called him Dr. Neal at the time, and it's Neill.
Yeah.
At Clover's inquest, held by the Athelstan Braxton Hicks.
Braxton Hicks?
I know.
Like contractions?
Yes.
Okay.
Dr. Cream read out a letter signed Jack the Ripper, declaring Dr. Neal innocent. The room erupted in laughter, including from Dr. Cream himself. The jury ruled that Clover had died from strychnine administration by Thomas Neal. So you're going to trial, man. Like this was his,
He's like, there is a notorious serial killer out here killing sex workers, and I am going to try to make this look like it was them too. But clearly no one bought it.
No.
It was a joke.
And even he laughed, like knowing like, okay, it was worth a shot. It
throwing
was
it out
worth
there.
a shot. See what'll stick,
This is a very unlikable human, you guys.
For sure. So bad. Because honestly, that also shows
Dr.
you
Cream is curdled.
that it shows you how much he doesn't care
Not
about
at all.
not only the lives that he took, but the fact that he's caught and that he's on trial. He's just like making a mockery out of this whole situation and the tragedy that has been unfolding from the actual Jack the Ripper, by the way.
Right.
Which was horrific. So Cream's trial ran from October 17th to October 21st. 1892. That's not very long. The jury deliberated for only 12 minutes before finding him guilty on all counts. And Justice Henry Hawkins sentenced
Because
him to death.
sometimes when it looks like a duck
Right.
and it quacks like a duck,
It absolutely is.
it's a duck.
Mm-hmm. So he gets sentenced to death.
Not a rotisserie chicken.
It's not a rotisserie chicken. And the day before his execution, Dr. Cream wrote a new will leaving his estate to his solicitors, revoking a previous will that named Miss Laura Sabatini of Berkhamsted,
Who the hell's that?
whom he had become engaged to marry December 23rd, in
But, sir-
1891.
Oh, I say you're already married, but she's deceased. So
She was, right,
He
yeah.
is free to marry again.
He was.
A
although
grieving widower.
they never did marry. They only were engaged.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And so, but then he's like, you know what, Laura? Never mind. I'm just going to go ahead and leave everything that I have, that I've made from these murders and all that.
To my attorneys.
And from his, to my attorneys and from his father. Remember, he had an inheritance from
Yeah.
his father, guys.
Yeah.
So another reason why I don't think he really needed the extortion money, because he had that inheritance. He was just doing that for shits and gigs.
True.
And to, completely, like you guys said, I mean, power, control, all of it.
I don't think there's any, I don't know if there's any detailed history of his upbringing prior to failing out of medical school
I'm going to
or
say
leaving medical school, whatever.
I think he probably had mommy issues.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I
I
don't-
think he had issues
again, growing up in 1850s in London probably isn't ideal.
It's not easy.
This
It's
person
not
started
easy.
with zero respect for women. He, assaults and
Yes.
impregnates this young girl, and her father makes him marry her, and then he immediately leaves and begins life as a doctor/serial killer.
Yeah.
I mean,
It doesn't it kind of make you wonder, A, how many other women that he got away with murdering? Because there's a ton.
sure.
Or how many women that he did give a botched abortion to who ended up dying of infection.
Right.
for sure.
Um,
Later, who never sought medical care because they were embarrassed and ashamed.
Yep. Or,
There-
just went septic and so no one ever knew.
Right. I mean,
they just
They
literally
went back,
died.
they went back to
Yeah.
their whorehouse and then died.
Yes.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, I would imagine that
How often
the
did that
number
happen
a lot.
in both
Right.
in both countries?
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
they're just like,
Yep.
just toss that out back.
For sure. And just or chalk it up to disease,
Right. Yeah.
syphilis and
People
all
are
of that.
dying.
Oh, for
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
Um,
People were dropping like flies at that time.
mm-hmm.
Consumption.
Right.
Dysentery.
November 15th, 1892, Dr. Cream was hanged at Newgate Prison by James Burlington. As was customary, his body was buried beneath the prison flagstones, marked only by an initial. In 1902, his remains were moved to the City of London Cemetery, where he now lies in an unmarked grave in Section 339. Which, is this the episode number? No, this isn't episode 339. That would have been freaky if it
would've
was.
been.
I think we're past 339 now. It's like episode 345 or something.
3,452.
Wish I would have planned that better. He said, "I'm Jack the," just as implying that he was Jack the Ripper, right?
As he was being hung.
Yep, as he was being hung. He never got to finish that sentence, guys. And spoiler alert, he's not.
This
But
man
he
is
had to go
overly
out
dramatic.
like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a show off.
Right?
Bag. Douche.
So, over the years, some speculated that Dr. Cream bribed his way out of prison early or that lookalikes served his sentence. These theories contradict all known evidence from Illinois authorities, newspapers, and Dr. Cream's solicitors, from his family, and even Dr. Cream himself. But one biographer, and this is funny, one biographer even suggested that Dr. Cream was so terrified on the scaffold of being hanged,
Yeah.
at the gallows, that he lost control of his bodily functions.
I would.
And stammered, "I am ejaculating," which may have been misheard as "I am Jack."
Shut up.
That's not true either. Who uses that technical term?
I'm saying one. Well, he's a doctor.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Oh my
But that
God.
is a biographer suggested.
Okay.
Listen, he might have been so terrified knowing he was about to die, and that does happen that you lose control of all of your effects. I don't know that it comes out in the form of an orgasm.
I don't think so.
My impression or understanding of hearing about hangings was like, wow, like as you drop, you vacate your.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like not standing there. I mean, standing there, you piss your pants, I guess.
That you
Right.
could vacate your bladder for sure, but I don't think.
Just go blow.
Or even your
No.
bowels. No.
Cream.
No.
Cream, he says.
I don't think
what
that.
have you done to us, Charnell?
But wouldn't it be
How
ironic?
is this a general audience episode?
I'm going to Alanis Morissette us here for a second.
Oh,
because
God.
wouldn't it be ironic if Dr. Cream creamed as his last moments on this earth and said, I
I'm
am
out.
ejaculating?
I'm out.
Oh, we hope that you keep it curious.
I have a brain bath.
Oh, gosh. Anyway, I have more. There's still
figured.
some more. So when it comes to Thomas Neal Cream's motives, the truth has never really been settled, but historians and criminologists have argued about it for more than a century. Some believe that Cream was a sadist, someone who took pleasure in the idea that his victims dying in agony, even if he wasn't physically present to watch it happen. And a lot of times he wasn't.
Right.
And given the way his victims suffered, their theory does fit pretty well. But Cream wasn't driven by cruelty alone. He was also deeply invested in money. Almost every poisoning came with some kind of extortion attempt, a blackmail letter, a demand for payment, a threat
did he
disguised
actually
as
get?
information. There's a lot of debate about that as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So from the very beginning, his killing spree, Cream was writing notes to prominent people trying to squeeze money out of the chaos that he created. But even the poisoning of one of his one known male victim, Daniel Scott, had a financial angle because Cream believed that Scott's wealthy widow would share her husband's estate with him. It was an ill-planned scheme, but it shows how money and murder were intertwined in his mind. And the confirmed victims weren't the only ones. Beyond the 5 poisonings that Cream was convicted of, he was suspected in several other deaths. Some believed he murdered his wife Flora Brooks in 1877. Others point to at least 4 additional women who died while undergoing abortions in his care.
Yeah.
Their names didn't make headlines, but their deaths formed the pattern, one that followed Cream from Canada to Chicago to London. By the time authorities finally caught him, he had left a trail of bodies across 3 countries, each death raising the same question. Was he killing for pleasure, for profit, or for both? And
Yes.
Yes, and I
be
think
both.
the answer is both, most definitely. But I thought that was worth a redo because
Yeah.
it's just so freaking crazy. And
Well, the stuff that you could get away with 150 years ago
God,
or
Ugh.
whatever.
And
God.
people did get
Right,
away
like,
with.
So
and they
much.
did. And there's just because you could
Yeah.
get away with that shit.
I have a brain bath for you, but it's not super brain bathy.
Okay.
It is just interesting. I'm going
It's
to
just
preface
kind
this.
of like
It's
a brief cleanse.
It really is.
It's a rain shower.
It's Because-
yeah.
It's like a feel good, feel bad story.
Okay.
So
I love to
first,
feel good, to feel bad.
I also will preface this with
Feel bad
there is
about feeling good.
there is some speculation when I read some of these comments too that this is not a true news story. It's really hard to find sources on this, but there are other people who indicate this is 100% true. It happened in Mexico. Okay.
Oh, okay.
This is from
Bring it.
a creator called on TikTok. Now that just so that I give them credit, so we don't accidentally get sued or something.
Sure.
And the title of this,
By the way, nobody accidentally sues.
Right.
Intentionally
Oops, sorry,
sues
my
us
bad.
that's
It was
right.
for an
It was an
accident
accident.
that we did.
The headline: Woman's husband kidnapped by gang, so she kidnapped the gang leader's mother and made a video demanding a swap.
It's freaking awesome. If that's
Would your
true.
partner do it for you? It says, and here's how
No.
it goes. Yadira
No.
Guillermo Garcia drew national attention after taking drastic measures when her husband was kidnapped by a criminal group.
Okay.
Reports indicate that she abducted a relative of the alleged leader of the group, identified as his mother, and recorded a message demanding her husband's safe release in exchange for the relative. Her actions reportedly led to direct negotiations between the involved parties. Authorities later confirmed that both individuals were released unharmed.
Oh, good.
The incident highlights the extreme measures some families might resort to when they feel that immediate protection isn't available. However, security experts caution that retaliatory kidnappings can increase the danger for all parties involved and complicate the efforts to reach a safe resolution, underscoring the crucial role of coordinated law enforcement intervention. Now,
Certainly.
this person here, I'm going down, said, y'all believe the internet too much. And this gal goes, no, it's true. It happened in Mexico. And she allegedly told the kidnapper, I want my husband back, alive and unharmed. She also said, allegedly on the video, I will return your mother the same way you return my husband.
Ooh. Yeah. See, I would say that too.
And people are like, this is Mexico. It is true. It happened in 2016. This is leave it to TikTok to show me what true love really is from Whitney.
Right.
Yep. People say this is the kind of stories legit movies are made from, or isn't this already a movie? Right? Is that Liam Neeson?
Taken?
He didn't
Yeah, he didn't
anybody's
kidnap
mother.
anybody.
No.
Fair enough.
No.
And this person who I have to, I'm a Cancer for my sign. Her name is Cancerian Clairvoyant.
Oh, I love that.
She goes, okay, now Uno reverse. People help me come up with an idea. I love women. Hey, baddie. That's my type of woman. Bless your heart. We need the movie rights. The commentary is just good on it. So again, a feel good, feel bad. Like I said, vigilante justice. I'm not a fan of this, but
she
someone
went
kidnapped
straight.
her husband, and she was like, I know who this was. Went right
Yep.
to his mama's house and said,
Exactly.
get in the car. You and I are having to have a conversation.
Right.
Who's the one person that you love as much as I love my
And do you know
spouse?
who gang leaders love?
Their
mamas. Their
Absolutely.
mamas. Their
'Cause
mamas.
Do you know who raised them to be a gang leader?
Their
mamas. Oh, I don't know. I really like that.
I like her. I don't
yes.
have to like how things happen, but
No, right.
we're talking about
No one was
Mexico, and in that time frame,
No one was hurt.
No one was killed.
Okay.
no,
Yes.
there was a successful trade-off with uninjured victims.
Yes.
A win.
This is the definition of
That's a
fuck around
win.
and find out.
And I bet no one messes with this woman's family
I was
again.
gonna say
The gang
maybe.
members are like, except them.
I don't
Like,
know.
you
that
know
mu-
what?
I don't know that my wife loves
Touche.
me that much.
I don't know
Touche.
either.
I
Which
know.
is upsetting
Matt-
because I think she's capable of kidnapping somebody.
Yes, she's so tiny.
I just don't think she would do it for me.
Oh no.
It's possible, but
All right.
I do feel like Matt would be like, I'd like to, but I have a heart condition.
Yes.
So like,
He's like, sorry.
yeah,
I'm out.
sorry. It was real nice to be married to her while I was. but,
Exactly.
mhm,
Exactly.
yeah.
So,
All right. Well, we do hope that you guys keep it curious.
and keep listening.
Till next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, used to chase the tears in a different kind of grind, helping little ones leaving our old selves behind. Charnell, Jason, Megan, a trio strong and true, but the system wore us out, needed something fresh and new. So we flipped the script, found the mic and the beat. From deep investigations to stories bittersweet. Prosecutor, the judge, that's Megan on the mic. Charnell digs the dirt, makes sure the facts are right. Crime curious, yeah, that's the name we claim. Shaking our grief, fanning the curious flame. From global listeners to the brain bag we provide. Keep it curious, keep listening with nowhere to hide. Jason's got the wisdom and the jokes to make us smile. Keeps the energy flowing for every single mile. We dive into the dark where the mysteries reside, unraveling the truth with nowhere left to hide. Laws and evidence, Megan lays it down with grace, while Charnell's deep research sets the compelling pace. Crime curious, yeah, that's the name we claim. Shaking our creek, fanning the curious flame. From global listeners to the brain bag we provide. Keep it curious, keep listening, we know where to hide. Don't ask about the raccoons, some secrets we just keep. But every week we're digging secrets buried deep. For every mind that wonders, for every soul that seeks, we're here to break it down in our Crime Curious Speaks. Crime Curious, yeah, that's the name